It's Toma time. What is going on, guys? Toma Tales here. And I want to talk about something that I'm very passionate and that I have my personal experience from, and that I think is very important in your life. And it's obviously relationships. Relationships can be very great. They can be very rewarding. They can be very beneficial for both partners. But a lot of times in how society is constructed these days and how social media and all this partying, drinking, and love is not what it used to be, and relationships are not what they're supposed to be anymore. And I want to help you guys watching this that might be in a relationship, that might not be in a relationship, that might be thinking, I really want a relationship, I'm nothing on my own, I'm a loser, I need love, I just can't be on my own. I want to give those people a different perspective on dating and relationships. So my perspective is, especially if you're young, that dating is very, very, most of the time, not beneficial at all. I was in a relationship about almost a year long, and I got everything I wanted out of it. I used to be like, if that's you, like someone who would be sad because they weren't dating someone, who didn't feel like they were good enough because no one seemed to want to date me. Everyone just wanted to have spontaneous sex. And so I just started thinking less of myself, thinking, what's wrong with me? And eventually I did get a girlfriend, and obviously the beginning of it's amazing, the butterflies, the cuddling, the sex, the falling in love. But eventually I realized that what that led to was complacency, stagnance, and no personal growth. Because when you're in a relationship, guys, the only thing that's on your mind is your partner. Making her happy, making him happy, tending for her, him, and especially if you're young, guys, being in a relationship is, I would say, one of the worst things you can do to yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, your partner's going to want more than what you're giving them. And if you're not giving them enough, they're going to get mad at you. And then you're just going to have to keep giving more. And you can't worry about yourself. You can't focus on yourself. Next thing you know, you're at the gym, and your 2-hour workout turns into an hour workout because she's texting you to come over and she wants to see you. And, of course, you want to see her. You want to hold her. You want to watch a movie with her. And so you start leaving the gym early. That's what I did back when I was in a relationship. It's so hard when you're in a relationship to keep yourself who you are, because the temptations are so great. I would go to the gym for 2 hours, and then I fell in love, and she would want to hang out, and all I would do is think about her at the gym. I would start leaving the gym early. I wouldn't be working out as hard. And if we're being honest, especially when you're young, all you do in a relationship is wake up, have sex, drain your energy. Remember, guys, sperm, semen is your energy. And in my relationship, we were literally at a point where we would have sex 8 times a day. And it became so draining. I had no energy. I would wake up with no energy, which had never happened before in my life. And I would just literally have to take a nap 3 times a day just to have some kind of muster up anything to function throughout the day. And guys, if you want to have a career in your future, if you want to pursue something, I'm telling you, it is going to be 10 times harder to pursue that career, whether it's YouTube, whether it's sports, whether it's something. It's going to be 10 times harder to pursue that if you're in a relationship, because all you're going to want to do is be lazy and cuddle with her and lay in bed, and all she's going to want to do is tell you to come over and be lazy and watch Netflix together and hang out. Now that's why I said 9 times out of 10, because if you do find that person that is equally as motivated as you, and will tell you that has your best interest in mind. Most of these women out here don't have your best interest in mind. They just had their interests in mind, and their interests are to have you next to them. They want to cuddle you. They want to hold you. They're bored. They're lazy because they're doing nothing. They're just laying in bed. And so if you find a girl that if she tells you to come over and perhaps asks you how long you've been at the gym, and you tell her, I've only been there for an hour, but I want to see you. And if you find a girl that tells you, no, you're staying at that gym until you get your hardest workout in, and then you can see me, and then we can hang out. If you find a girl that will put your self worth and, self whatever. If you find a girl that puts you first and really, really cares about your progress and your well-being, she'll do those certain things where she will push you and she will tell you, no, let's not hang out so we can both do what we need to do. And that's just so hard in young relationships because it's a trap of just doing everything with each other. Eventually, you'll start losing friends because all you do is hang out with your girlfriend. You'll start losing friends and it'll just become consuming. You're going to start worrying about, what is she doing now? Who is she texting? What is this? What is this? And all that stuff, it just drains on you. Guys, there's a reason why you might not have a lot of energy. There's a reason why you might wake up with very low energy. It's not just the physical aspect, it's also the mental, guys. You need to understand how important your mental state is. That if you're constantly worried about someone else, thinking about someone else, you wake up, first thing you do is have to text them because you're worried that they'll be mad at you if you don't. All that stuff, it adds up and it adds up. And eventually you'll be how I used to be. I'd wake up with no energy. I would just feel so sad, like fuck, how did this happen? I'd always be the most energetic person, and a relationship turned me into the least energetic person. Like, it was very, very bad. I would get migraines. This is really just me trying to help the people that feel how I felt before my relationship, that no one really cared about me. I wasn't date worthy, and I wanted a partner more than anything. And I want to help you guys to tell you, before you find a partner, please try and make something out of yourself. If you're young, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, don't worry about finding a partner, guys. Don't worry about it. What you need to worry about is creating your own career. Because the only thing a woman's going to give in your life, if you're that young, is a roadblock in your future. Women have a tendency to want to settle down faster. They have a tendency to want to strap you down. They have a tendency to want to, take away your life so that they can have you for themselves. And a part of me believes that relationships are so highly glorified and so pressured onto us on social media is because people don't want you to be great. They want you to settle down, tie yourself down to where your life is full of whatever, kids or a relationship, to where you can't be great, to where you can't conquer the world, to where you can't do something that challenges other people who are already great. The people in power, they don't want a society that's productive, that's traveling, that's venturing around, that's finding things, that's exploring nature and coming to conclusions that may vary from what they're telling you in the news or anywhere. They want you tied down. They want you to buy a house. They want you to be in one position to where they can always monitor you. And so they know that you have no other option but to just be another person in this world that didn't find themselves truly. There are always two versions of yourself, guys. The happy version and the sad version. And I know that a lot of people are living the sad version of their lives. And when you're living that life, you're not nice towards other people. You're not a calm human being. You're very agitated at all times. You're quick to honk the horn. You might be nasty to your parents. That's the unhappy version of you. And I used to be that person, and I hated myself. Back before college, I used to be that unhappy person. I didn't have friends. I was being nasty towards my mom and my sister because I wasn't happy. I felt like a loser. And when you feel like a loser, you just want to hide and spit people away from you because you're insecure. And I'm the happy version of myself now. Not as happy as I could be. The only thing that can make me happier is YouTube, making it to where I want to get. And so, but I am my happy version. My happy version is calm. My happy version is confident. My happy version is super, super energetic, guys. I never take caffeine. I've never drink coffee. I never drink energy drinks. I don't take pre-workout, nothing. I'm built on natural energy that my body produces because I do not ever put anything caffeine in my body, because my philosophy is that if I give something to my body that is not natural, that is an outside source, then my body will say, oh, what is this? This is giving me energy. Maybe I should stop producing it because something else is. And that's another topic that I'm very firm believer in, and I'm a living testimony to it. I don't ever drink coffee, never caffeine. And you can ask anyone, at the end of a 10-hour work shift, I'm doing 50 push-ups, I'm doing pull-ups, I'm yelling, I'm just so excited, I'm energetic. And guys, all I want is for you to be your happy version. I always think to myself, like, what video should I make? Should I talk about this controversial topic? Should I talk about this controversial topic? I'm like, I don't really want to. I know controversy sells, But when you're in a beautiful place like this park, all I want to do is just talk and help you guys to get to a happy place that you can really achieve. And if you're not in that happy place right now, you need to evaluate yourself. Either leave your relationship, leave the area you're living in, or just surround yourself with different people, because I guarantee you can change. Whether you're sad, depressed, anxious, you can change that in an instant if you just get rid of that toxic relationship, or you change who you hang out with. And my philosophy is just go to the park, go to a peaceful place, and just sit down. And once you start sitting down in a very peaceful place, you'll just start thinking, and you'll start coming up with conclusions that will help you in your life. And yeah, I hope my words can shine light onto you, and let me know about your journey if I do help you, and you want to share your findings from what I tell you and how it might be helping you, or your perspectives. Please feel free to do so, because comments mean a lot to me. And that's all I have for today, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, guys.